Hey y'all, you know I'm doing the thing. Cat, cat, it, cat, 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 it, cat, it, cat. Well, Rob the Wizard, how you doing? Oh, here we come. Hey, say so. Hey, letters. Hey, comedic soul. Hey, y'all. Wait, I kind of like this. Hold on. Hey. Hey, Miss Cocky. We had a time last night. Y'all missed it on Sunday. It was so beautiful. We had Sunday check-in in our Zoom meeting, and it was off the chain. It was off the chain. I am so honored and blessed to be able to participate in such a wonderful expression of love for all of the things that we've learned. I forgot I got my work shirt on. All of the things that we learned from our spiritual tools, from Mama Lewa, from Sunday check-in. Hey, 12 Heal, I've never seen you before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. From Spiritual Tools Tuesday, it has been about 7 years of Spiritual Tools Tuesday, which originally started as Go Live Wednesdays. The old heads that was used to be on Facebook with me when it was Go Live Wednesday. So now it's Spiritual Tools Tuesday, and we're doing this thing every week where we're learning things so that we can be more intentional in living a spiritual life. And spiritual, I mean connected to nature, connected to energy, connected to whatever it is that helps you to make it through to the next day. That's what we're talking about on here. So today's subject is using tarot for success at work. So I'm always telling y'all, this is real life stuff. Let me know if Instagram is acting right. It's been acting up lately, and I had to do YouTube. So I'm on YouTube, and I'm also on Instagram. So, hey, Big Mama Q, welcome back. So we're talking this week is just a real practical, like nitty gritty. Hey, Triana Moorhead, like example, real life situations, so that we can look at tarot reading in a different light. So those of you that are new to Spiritual Tools Tuesday, I am Mama Lewa, and most people know me because they have gotten tarot readings from me. I've been reading for 30 years. I'm 52. Yeah. Damn. Hey, Lamoni, how you doing? For a very long, long time. And so, when people come to me, they usually come because of problems like this, where it's some kind of situation at work. It's usually relationships, money, or work decisions, right? Those are the things that usually bring people to my doorstep. So we're going to talk about this so that you can think about this as a, hey, Naomi, think about this as a resource for you to use in real life, not just like in crises, but also to help you to avoid the crises, to help you or which situation or which decision is best for you. I use tarot all the time, right? And it's part of what helps me keep my sanity and what helps me to have steadfastness when I make decisions. Even because sometimes you make decisions at work and you think it's the best decision, and it doesn't pan out the way you thought it would. But when you do tarot readings, then first of all, that they're I'm sorry, I gotta wipe off the camera. I gotta wipe off the camera for YouTube. There we go. Hey YouTubers. You was looking cloudy. Um, it's a whole bunch of folks on here. I'm listening, looking at y'all say hey and hi to each other. Um, and we talked about it Sunday about the delay. So I get it. There's a delay when you all comment and things, and then later on I'll be like, "Oh, I see your comment." I know that's how it goes for us. I'm sorry. We gotta adjust to the technology. So I'm always saying, hey, Erica Flowers, that you should use all of your spiritual tools. And tarot is one of the most underused spiritual tools that we have. Even people who have come to grips with getting readings, because just even deciding to get a reading on your own, that's a big deal. If you are Christian or you're coming from a background where they say, "Oh my God, you can't mess with them cards." I know that just getting a reading one time is a big deal. But when you start getting readings, usually it's some kind of emergency, like the house is burning down. You're like, "Oh Lord, let me call Mama Lewa." But I want to talk to you about being more intentional. Yay, Big Mama Q. I do tarot training, so let me know if you need it. Hey, I heart C Ray. Sorry. Dang it, I'm gonna mess it up. I'm sorry. I know you don't. Hey, boo. Um, so I want to talk to you about how to be more intentional. And then you can, with me just talk, I'm going to talk about work specifically today. But then this will give you ideas of how to expand on this in real life. Hey, Ava Bella the Ball, welcome, welcome. You was with us Sunday. Yeah, Sunday was, it was so emotional. I cried the whole time. Charmed Bliss. I have not received a reading coming from a Christian background. Welcome, Charmed Bliss. We have many Christians in here. Thank you, Kyra. I knew it was Kyra. Hey, Kyra. So when I started this whole like social media thing, I thought most of my people was gonna be like me. See, I'm not Christian. I am a Lukumi practitioner. I'm a priest of Lukumi. So I thought all the people that were coming to me were going to be like Lukumi people or people who deal with spiritual stuff. But most of my clients are Christian. And that is because I do not require you to do anything other than what you have been doing for your entire life. What I do is I give you insight as to what it is or where you are in the space. And so that's what we're going to talk. So please feel free to just like listen. You might find something that you like, Charm Bliss. And if not, it's all right. I always say take what works for you. And if it don't work for you, leave it. Me too. Mine is the African goddess rising star. See, here y'all go getting them. Okay, I'm glad you got that one. Now I need it. Be over here nervous. I'm shuffling wrong. Listen, I always tell people to start with the Rider-Waite cards because those other decks, they're beautiful. The pictures are wonderful. They got all these like things that resonate with you. But the problem is the only interpretation you have of those cards are the ones that come in that book. And they always give you a book that's this big. Like, what I'm supposed to do with this? So I always say use Rider-Waite so that you can get used to the cards and then understand the symbolism, then move on to the other decks. But that's just me. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I'm here because this is what I need to. The words is blending with my shirt. This is what I need to hear because I'm scared of my cards. Oh, don't be scared of them. Not Kyra and Kyra. Hey, twin. LOL. Hey, Palo Santo Queen. Okay. Here we go. We got new people in here. Tarot reading. Let me just start talking about the benefits of tarot. People are afraid of these cards. Really, they're afraid of these cards because they think that you're tapping into something evil, right? And it's not. So we all have intuition. And the science behind what happens when I'm doing a tarot reading is that I connect to your intuition, and your intuition and my intuition have a conversation. And so what you'll see is that when a lot of times when people get readings with me, they'll say, I felt that. I kind of heard that. I was moving in that direction. I knew that that was something that I should consider, but I wasn't sure if that was what I was hearing. That's number one. Number two, y'all already know, those of you that have worked with me, I'm talking to your ancestors and your spirit guides, your angels, and all of that. And they're telling me, tell them this, tell them that, tell them the other, give them this thing, give them that thing. So it is a conversation that gives you clarity. So many people are sitting fretting, just like, y'all was saying, I got these new cards and I'm scared. And, I want to make changes in my life. I want to, and I'm not even talking about spiritual changes. I'm talking about changes like, I want to change my job. I want to go for this promotion. I want to get a new certificate, but I'm afraid. Tarot help you to get clarity as to which way you should go. What are the pitfalls that might be coming your way? And how can you make those pitfalls less challenging? That's why I love tarot. That's why I don't go nowhere without my cards. Nowhere. I'll be like, I might have a decision I got to make at the drop of a dime. Matter of fact, I just had a situation at work, and this is what made me think that we should have this conversation, where I didn't have my cards and I didn't listen. I mean, I didn't tap in, and I had to make a decision that would affect like the long term of my job position. And had I had my cards, I would have felt better informed to make that decision. But because I didn't have the cards, I had to do what everybody do and just make the decision on the drop of a dime. I mean, just like on the information I get with my eyes. And so what I like about tarot is that it allows you to kind of glimpse around the corners. So like when you're making decisions and all you have is the words that's coming out of people's mouths. We all know that sometimes our heart and our mind will listen to something and we'll believe that it's true. We'll swear that this person is on our side and whatever, and they really don't. Well, the tarot, if you throw a card and you like, well, what is happening in this situation? They're going to tell you this is the situation, this is the conversation, this is the conversation behind the conversation. So that's why I like tarot, because they let you look a peek around the corner a little bit for that thing that's waiting to hit you in the face. And it's not gloom and doom all the time, but we'll get into that. The tarot allow you to have an impartial assessment. Now, y'all know we have our blind spots. My blind spots, blind spot. Nope. Blind spot. There it is. I can't say it. Blind spot is relationships. So for me, if I'm, hey, CRB Nubian, I must be drunk. I've learned over time that my heart gets involved and my hope gets involved. And I don't always think rationally. So I have my cards because they are impartial. And so the guy might come in my life with all the right words. He got the right outfit. He got locks. He's big, looking like M'Baku on Black Panther, and he saying all the right thing. I'm in here like this. Okay, okay, we go together, right? And the cards be like, no, he don't have no job. No, he has emotional issues. He has communication issues. He is not reliable. And then I'll be like, oh damn. So I've learned that I need the cards to keep me focused, because I'll be in it. Like he said that he really want to be with me. Like, and that was just his cousin that he was in the car with that picked him up from work. That was his cousin. Like the card be like, that was not his cousin. So it is an impartial assessment. And so what we're talking about work, sometimes we like take on more than we need to, and the cards will say that's too much. Sometimes we think an opportunity is great, and the cards will be like, nah, Don't do that, do this. So it's an impartial assessment. And it is a way to evaluate your situation. And you get to like y'all laughing at me. You get to so one of the benefits of working with me is that I know how to create spreads just out the blue, right? Based on what it is you want to look at. So if you are saying, well, I have people at my job and I need some information, I can create a reading that's going to give you the information that you need to make that evaluation. Oh, thank you. We laughing with you. I know because y'all know what it's like. These folks be spinning all type of webs around your head with the big eyes. Y'all see my new water bottle. I love it. Anyway. So oh, you got your year read. Listen, y'all. Y'all know I can't do a whole bunch of these readings, so y'all better get in where y'all fit in. First come, first serve. Because the life reading, the year reading that Kyra is talking about is a 2 hour reading. So and we talk about every aspect of your life. We talk about your love life. We talk about your career. We talk about your family. We talk about your spiritual life. We talk about your health. We talk about what lessons you should have learned, what you're gonna learn this year, what habits you should have. We talk about it all. You can put your kids in there, your husband in there, your wife, the dog. You want to whatever you need to check on for 2023. That's what we do. Now it's worth the $200 that it costs because it is 2 hours of information. So that being said, if you want to get your year reading, end of the year reading, beginning of the year reading, because I do them in January too. www.calendly.com/Mama Lewa. I think that's it. Hey, Toya. Anyway, okay, so how do we use the tarot to help us at work specifically? So I put some categories down. So I'm gonna first start with we use tarot to evaluate. So you might be at work thinking you're doing a real great job. Everybody loves you. People think highly of you. You've been working hard. Um, but you need the tarot. Well, I think it's good to have the tarot to, like I said, have that impartial assessment of your performance. Because you might be thinking you doing good, and the tarot will be like, nah, you be late a lot. You be like, what? Well, I mean, I was only late yesterday, and then the day before yesterday, and then last week I was late on Wednesday, but that wasn't my fault. And then Monday, I wasn't really all that late. And then you start to recognize the patterns. So the tarot will help you to evaluate your performance and your patterns that you are blind to. We all got that thing where we don't like to admit where we have problems. And so the tarot will talk about your performance. Now, it will also help you to evaluate your perspective. And I've been in this situation a couple of times where things have shifted at work, but I'm sitting around thinking everything is okay. And all of a sudden, the doors that were open are no longer open. Or I'm thinking that I'm really, at a level that I'm not at yet, or other people have not accepted me at that level. And I got to do a little bit more work to get to that level. So it will help you to get your perspective in alignment with the reality that you're living in. And also, it will help you to evaluate your plans. So, a lot of times we have like this 5 year plan of, well, I'm in this position now, but I want to be a manager, or I want to work in that department. And what I like about the tarot, this part really helps me, is that you can lay out different paths. Like, should I get a certificate? Or should I just try to talk to my boss and get this promotion? Or should I just even try to get another position at a new, organization? You can get a card for each one of those situations. And then you'll get to see, number one, which one of them is better for you. It might be this one is good. This path right here is closed, so you shouldn't even try to do that. And this one right here is good, but you need a little bit more help. So then not only do you understand which of your plans is better for you, but you also get insight to what could you do to make it better. Who can you talk to? Like sometimes it'll be like you need to talk to somebody that's over you, or you need to get, more experience in this thing, and you can get that level of detail from the tarot reading. I love it. I I love the tarot. Anyway, y'all put questions in if you got questions. I'm gonna keep rolling until y'all say something. What I do with my glasses? Where are my glasses? Okay. So we can use tarot at work to evaluate. We can also use our tarot cards for warnings, right? So sometimes you need warnings about the people that are around you. You know, we all have seen where we have these hidden two-faced people. They saying one thing in your face, and then 6 months down the line, you find out that's the one that been talking the shit behind your back. The tarot will help you to shorten that 6 month period, because you could check in and you can say, well, what is this person? Who is this person to me? And they will evaluate that person. Is this person, good for me? Is this person somebody that I can trust? Is this person in my corner? And it will let you know. It can evaluate shifts in energy, right? So, a perfect example, I've done readings for people where they've been working at a company for X amount of years, and then there's a change in management. And so now the opportunities that were there, the morale that was there starts to shift, and they like, I can't really put my finger on it, but something ain't right at work. And so we read on the energy shift, and now you can see, oh, there's a change in management that's affecting you all. Or your supervisor had a change of perspective, and now they're kind of mad at you, or they're not mad at you, they're supporting you and they're pushing you for a new position. Like, you get to see those shifts in energy through the tarot. It also can help you, and we're talking about warnings. Hey, Nisha. It can let you know when it's time to leave your position, when it's time to move to a different department, when it's time to change altogether. It might be time to jump ship. Perfect example. Um, I've had situations where companies, um, like, they got information behind the scenes. Sometimes the management um get memos or whatever, and they start like making changes, but they don't tell the people underneath. And so the people underneath are still like acting regular. They still like, the job is good, the job is great. And then 2 months later, everybody get laid off. Yeah, the tarot can give you a warning when stuff like that is happening. When major shifts like that happen, you won't get hit in the face with it and be surprised. The tarot will say, listen, it's time for you to start looking for something else, because this is not as solid as it looked 3 months ago. I love that about the tarot. But that means that so we talk about connecting to our intuition. We talk about having our prayers and meditation and just really focusing, so that you can start to recognize when your body and your spirit is telling you something ain't right. Something ain't right. Like, that something ain't right feeling is gold, because it tells you it's time to check in. So when I'm at work and I'm like, oh, something ain't right, I wonder what ain't right, I know it's time to get a reading to kind of see around that corner. What is it that's not right? What's shifting? Is it me that's shifting? And maybe I'm not happy with this position. That happened to me when it was time for me to stop teaching. I used to be a math teacher. And at some point, it was like, no matter what happened when I went to work, I was just discontent. And it wasn't like stuff was happening at work that was bothering me. It was that I would go to work and I just couldn't settle into it. Turns out it was time. I had run my course in that career, and it was time for me to start something new. And so, in those times when you're like, I don't know, I just can't get comfortable. I don't feel settled in the space. I've learned to identify that as the warning sign that this phase is ending. And it's okay for that to happen. When you're walking in your destiny and you're walking in your purpose, when it's time to go, it's time to go. And you're not going to like ignore that feeling, because it's not going to go away when it's time to go. Right. All right. So the tarot also help you to assess opportunities. right? So you can look at the opportunity. I've had so many readings where they've gotten cards that say it's time for you to move up. It's time for you. You've been in this position long enough. You know what you need to know. You've learned all the things. It's time for you to either get a promotion. It's time for you to be a manager. It's time for you to get that certificate. The tarot will tell you you have been sitting too long, right? The tarot will tell you this door is about to open. Get ready. And it will even tell you who the people are that you should. So it might be like the Queen of Cups. And so then you might have some woman who is compassionate, but who has worked their way up and knows how to control their emotions. And so you'd be like, well, who that sounds? Oh, that sounds like the lady that work in this department. Okay, go talk to her and see if she's a mentor or if she knows about a position. So the tarot will help you to navigate the pitfalls at your job so that you can get to the opportunities quicker and you're not deterred. You don't have the challenges and all of that. It can tell you about partnerships. Sometimes, and partnerships are funny. Hold on. Because it's not just like a partnership in a business where like me and you are partners in a business, although you can look at it that way, that the tarot will tell you who's a good business partner and who's not a good business partner. But the tarot also tell you who's like a good project partner. Does Can me and this person work well together? Can we achieve our goals? Can we, get our performance evaluation together? Or is this something that I need to work by myself on? Or maybe me and this person don't communicate well, so we need a third person so that we can all work together to get the goal. The tarot card can give you insight as to who are good people to work with and who are good people not to work with, right? Um, I was looking for my glasses. It can, oh, I already said it can just like it can warn you that things have shifted, it can warn you that opportunities are opening up. And it might be like, oh, hey, Foxy 2 Live, there are, opportunities coming. There are shifts coming that you should prepare for. Get your resume. So many times the readings have been like, get your resume updated, do your CV, get on LinkedIn, like things like that, to let you know that somebody is going to be looking for you and you need to have yourself in the right positions so that they can see you. The tarot will give you that warning. And then again, it will tell you about people. I love the tarot at work when we work with people. And at work, you always work with people. Either they in your office or you service people. Maybe you do some kind of business and you work for people. It can tell you, is this a good contract for me? Is this a good person for me to work with or work for? Somebody might be trying to hire you for your services and you say, can we work together? The tarot will let you know what to expect in that relationship, in that contract. You can see who your allies are at work. That's one of the most powerful readings, and you should do it often because your allies shift. Just because this person is your ally in 2021 does not mean they're still your ally in 2022. Mama Lay, while you were on my mind today, heavy, and look at God and the ancestors. I know that's right. Are you saying I'm heavy? Because I am heavy, but I don't think that's what you thought to play. So I like to look at who are my allies, but it also tells you who are your enemies, right? And that's life and death at work because you're trying to maneuver and stay in your lane and like just kind of excel in your space, and you never know what the people in your periphery are doing, especially if you're a really focused person. And then if you on top of that and you're focused and blessed, you really are not looking behind you. And sometimes that can be dangerous because you can be building an empire, a reputation, building up your experiences, and there's somebody over here in the corner that's smiling in your face, but that's really setting traps for you the tarot will be like, that person right there, you need to watch out for them. I have had times where I'll be like, whoever this woman is that you're working with, it ain't working. And they'll be like, no, we good. We don't have no problems. And then I'll see them 6 months later and they be like, you told me about that woman and she came out the box. And I thought about that tower card that, you'd be like that. So like, it may not happen right now, but it's going to give you that seed so that you're not um, steamrolled when it pops up. You've already been warned. So you're like, oh, you coming out the bag. Okay, I kind of knew that was coming. I'm surprised. I didn't think it was going to be you, but here you are. So, it works like that. No, I just meant you popped up in my head a few times. I knew that, Foxy Two Laugh. I was just playing. Hey, Goma. Hey, boo. How you doing? I just saw your ring the other day and was like, I need to wear that ring. Huh, how you doing? Oh, okay. So we talked about it will identify your allies and your enemies, but it also will identify your mentors. At work, sometimes it's who you know that helps you to move up and move around. And so the tarot card and the tarot readings will help you to identify people who have the wisdom and the experience and the communication that helps you to understand how to move up. Because communication and compatibility is important. Just because they're higher up or they have more experience does not mean it's a good mentor. And so let me use mentor as an example of why the tarot are so powerful. Because it's going to tell you more than just, yes, this is a good mentor, or no, this is not a good mentor. If it's a yes, depending on which card it comes up, it's going to tell us what aspect of their personality or their experience is the thing that makes them a good mentor for you. So for example, if you're asking about somebody, is this a good mentor? And they come up as the King of Swords, then you know that this person may not be warm and fuzzy. So like you might have stayed away from them because you was like, I don't think they like me. And the card will be like, no, it's not that they don't like you. It's that they're not warm and fuzzy, but they're very intellectual in their approach. And they're going to tell you the truth. They're not going to sugarcoat it, but they're going to tell you the truth and they're going to guide you and they're going to be strategically sound. So you should follow this. So that's the kind of detail that you get with the tarot in terms of talking about who the people are in your life. And remember, when I started this, I said, I'm talking about work, but this also applies to every aspect in your life. It's going to give you the detail as to why this situation works, why this person works, what is the problem. It's not going to just be like, this is a problem. It's going to be like, this is a problem because of this. And that kind of clarity, you can't beat that. You can't beat that kind of clarity. It's going to give you the confidence you need to walk securely, in your decisions. I like to use the tarot to get insight on employees and employers. So you might need to know how your supervisor sees you. You might need to know what's the best way to communicate to my team. What motivates them? How do I give praise to them? What's the best way for me to have this conversation where I have to correct their behavior? Or what's the best way for me to approach my supervisor with this problem without, offending them? Or things like that. Like the tarot will help you to have clarity as to how to do the things you got to do. Not just who or what, but how. And that be the biggest question. How do I do this? How do I say this? How do I ask for a raise? Is this a good time to ask for a raise? Is this the right person to ask for a raise? So the tarot is going to help you to see who the people are in your circle that's going to help you to achieve your goals. All right, we almost at that time. So I'm just going to give you some like real life questions that I've used for work with the tarot. One is, what are the prospects of me getting this promotion? Sometimes a position will open up and I'll be like, should I even put up for it? Put in for this promotion? Because is it even in my best interest to have it? Oh, that's another thing. Is it in my best interest to do this? Because just because you can don't mean you should. So, can I do this? Yeah, you can. Is it in my best interest? It might not be. It might be an open door, but maybe the thing that you're doing here is what you need to be doing. And if you go over there, you're going to get sidetracked. It might look like better money. Ooh, I told y'all this before. When I got this job that I have now, I used the tarot reading to make this decision because it didn't look on paper like a better deal. First of all, it didn't pay as much as the job that I was leaving. It didn't have, I didn't have, I had an office at my old job. I didn't have an office at this job. I was supervising at my old job. I wasn't supervising at this new job. So I was like, why? What? I said, I got to do a tarot reading. And the tarot was like, you need to take this job. It was very adamant. You need to take this job. I know it's a hit, and it said it. That's why I be like, y'all, these tarot cards, they do it. It said to me, this is going to be a challenge for you when you first start. It's going to be hard. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're not going to like it, but you still need to do it. I wouldn't have done that if it weren't for the tarot. If it weren't for the tarot, I wouldn't have taken this job. It turned out to be the best thing that I could have done, but I would not have done it without the tarot because my eyes and my calculation was like A, B, and C. These don't add up, so I ain't taking the job. Easy. And they was like, nope, 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 go. And I was like, I'll never get to. Always gotta, hey, always gotta do the hard stuff. I don't want to do the hard. And it was hard. It wasn't easy, but it was the best thing I could have done. So the tarot helps you to see that kind of stuff with clarity. Another question that I've had of these three people who are at my job, which ones are my allies? That's a powerful reading right there, especially when it's three people that you think are your allies, and then you wind up seeing that one of them is not. Oh, shoot. It be hurting, but it's important information. And sometimes that goes with that reading. That's what is the shift in the energy at my job. Because sometimes you have an ally, and then something happens at work and they get mad, but you missed it. You didn't see the thing that made them mad. So now they in their feelings and you didn't catch it. So you thought y'all was cool, but you're not. The tarot will catch it and they'll give you their advice. Sometimes it's go talk to that person and smooth this out. Sometimes it's watch your back, like you never know. Sometimes just take a spiritual bath, you'll be all right. And last but not least, when you have choices, the tarot help you to recognize which choice is best for you. Should I do this promotion or that one? Should I go on vacation this month or that month? You know what I'm saying? Like, should I take 7 days off or should I take 5 days off? Which one is going to be better? Like, should I go to work today or should I not go to work today? Like, the tarot is going to help you to recognize which one of your either or questions is in wise and in your best interest. So, that's my spiel about using tarot readings to be successful at work. I have found it to be very helpful just to gain insight, to have confidence, to know when to pull back, to know when I'm supposed to go full force on some stuff. Sometimes I'll be like, I need to fight. And they be like, girl, just sit down. And I'll be like, okay, I'm going to sit down. Okay, big stars and little stars. What we doing? Oh, and those of you who were saying, can you just tell us what the card of the day is for Sunday? I did not do a card of the day Sunday. I was too busy crying. I forgot. I'm sorry. And those were happy tears. People were it was so beautiful just hearing people's story. Little stars. Come on, Miss Cocky. Come on, comedic soul. Oh, shit. I don't know who was first. I'm going to say big stars. Okay, I'm going to do both. Oh, yeah, because I didn't do Sunday. Okay, we're going to do both. Easy peasy. All right, we're going to start with the little stars, okay? Then we're going to do big stars, Alma. Y'all, everybody's a winner. Everybody's a winner. Alma said, yay! She's over on YouTube. All right. Little stars first. Because, yeah, I didn't do Sunday check-in the cards, so I guess we do both cards. All right, here we go. Let us see what they say. Ooh. Hold on. right. Oh, we have the Ace of Wands. You get a participation yeah, you get a participation trophy, and you get a participation trophy, and you got a participation trophy. The Ace of Wands. You know what? This is so nice. Listen, let me tell you. First of all, aces are new beginnings, right? So this is okay, there's so much in this card. First of all, wands are about change. So it's about new adventures, things that you're excited about, things that you are really like connected to emotionally. That's the Ace of Wands. It's like blowing a new wind blowing into town and just making everything happy. Also, um for me, when I think about wands, wands are about conversations, right? So they're things that you have talked into existence, that you have prayed into existence and spoken into existence. It's new, exciting things. But the thing about the wands is that it's the beginning of an idea. It ain't solid yet, right? So you still got to put in that work to bring the idea into a thing. But the Ace of Wands says that you have the power to do it. I love that there's a wand, which is a magic wand. You have the ability to make it happen. You have the ability to bring it into fruition. And the other thing is that this right here, where I don't know if y'all can see that. Okay, you see the little hand. Okay, y'all turn. See a little hand and the little cloud. To me, that's like your spiritual forces. So that's, your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, all like saying, we got this with you. We're going to help to bring this into light for you. So we love that. Oh, come on, Ace of Wands. I like the Ace of Wands. Um, and also it's just like new happy times. The wands are all happiness and joy and adventure. And like it's like the feeling of the Ace of Wands is like when you go up on the roller coaster and you up, and you get right here to that part where you can see the fall, but you ain't fell yet, but you can see it. It's right there. It's that anticipation. You know you're gonna be happy, but you know you scared a little bit. That's the Ace of Wands. It's right before you ain't failed yet, but it's right before. So we got to put the work in so we can tip it over. That's the Ace of Wands. All right. I love that. I like roller coasters. Y'all too. All right, hold on. Hold on, we got our big stars. Da-da-da-da-da-da, big stars. Yes, support. Not only do you have the ideas in your head, but you have the support from your ancestors to make it happen. Let's make it happen, make it happen, happen. All right. Hey, Mary Black 710. All right, big stars. Let's see. Oh, they said I need to shuffle again. Sorry. All right, here we go. Here we go. Y'all ready? Okay, big stars. Ooh, all right, all right. All right, right. Oh! Oh. Okay. Let me see, is that the card? That's a powerful combination, though. A perfect combination. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, so this card, the Three of Hearts, I mean, the Three of Hearts, the Three of Swords, this thing right here. You see all them swords? All stabbing in the heart. You know this the breakup card. It's the breakup card. This is the divorce card. This is the leave your job card. This is leaving something, but in the leaving, there is pain, right? You're sad about leaving it. You want to keep it, but you know it's time for it to go, right? And so when it's upright, you're still kind of grappling with that. You know it's over. This the part of the breakup where you like, I really don't like you, and when I see you, I kind of want to stab you, but it's Saturday, so why don't come over Netflix and chill? But you know, on Sunday you're gonna be like, there you go breathing again. Ugh. It's that part of the breakup. So I guess talking about work and talking about our careers and things, sometimes it hits you in the face that it's time to do something different, right? And not necessarily it's time to quit. It might be like the way that you have been at work does not work anymore. So stop doing that and start doing this. It might be like this department is dysfunctional and you got an opportunity to move, but you've been scared because all your friends at this department. So the three of swords is saying it's time to let that go and embrace your new adventures, right? And that's why I said this is a powerful combination because this is saying let go of the old so you can bring in the new, right? So then that's facing our fears. That's also acceptance. That's acceptance, the law. So perfect. I'll go back to this example when I was saying that I got the opportunity to get this job, but I had to leave my job, right? And so the job that I was leaving, it wasn't no problems there. I absolutely loved that job. It was very easy. It was chill. I had, mastered all the things, so it was cool for me. But it was time to go. They were like, "Listen, you've done all that you can do," and sometimes we always think a breakup means that it's a betrayal. But sometimes it is you've done your work. You've done all you can do in this space. And this space is no longer big enough for you. So break up with it, take the loss. It was like, I had gotten good relationships there and I really liked the people I was working with. And it was like you had to shut that down. So the three of swords is like that time of the breakup where you've completed it and they roll in the montage where it's like all the greatest times, when they closing off your favorite sitcom and they do the flashback from, 3 years ago and when they met and then they got married so you got to go through all of that and then accept the fact that I am leaving this in love. Yes. Yes, I'm leaving this in love. I'm leaving this with the understanding that there's something new and exciting brewing for me and that all I got to do is take that one step and they're going and the support, the ancestors, the angels, spirit guides, God, whatever your thing is going to move you to the next phase where you're going to be a freshman again. You remember how you graduated from 8th grade and you was like, I'm the top dog. You 7th graders don't know nothing about this. 6th graders can't even touch me. Then you graduated. Now you're a freshman and everybody looking at you like the new person. That's where you are with this. And it's part of it. It's part of life. We can't grow if we're afraid of being new again, you know? But with that comes new adventures, new friends, new opportunities. We love it. So we got our two cards. So whatever it is this week, we like to, we didn't do Sunday check-in, but whatever it is in your life that has run its course, you don't have to cut it off this week, but start the assessment. Why I'ma make me do the dirty lady laugh? And can't nobody see what she said over here on YouTube on her own private Spiritual Tools Tuesday. She over here talking dirty over here in the YouTubes, talking about some new eggplants. New eggplant is always good. Everybody like a little fresh new eggplant. I'm just saying. Anyway, we here. Uh, so, think about what's not working. It might be a habit. It might be, I'm procrastinating and that's not working for me because I have a goal that I need. Or I'm always late and that's making people not see me as a professional. Or I don't have a suit and I need to go to this thing and I need a suit. Like whatever the things are. Oh, you got some supporters of new eggplant over here on Instagram. So we're all in agreement that new eggplant is on the way. Well, I will say that one of the things about the wands is that it does represent an eggplant. That is one interpretation of a new wand, is that you have new. And the good thing about the wands is that they're new and exciting eggplants, not just the boring ones that you didn't really want to keep. This is like the, hey girl, you want to come on back here? Let me show you something new. Yes, yes. Come on, new. Come on, new Ace of Wands. That's what I'm talking about. I need a suit. See? So look at the things that you need to bolster in your life. Look at the things that have been holding you back. It's a magic stick that have been holding you back from the goals that you have set for yourself. Not like what other people say you need to work on. I'm talking about internally. Look at the things that you have set for yourself and be honest with yourself. Remember, I said the tarot are impartial. So be honest with yourself about what is not working. And then now, like with that Three of Swords, it's time to start shutting the door down on that. You know what I'm saying? Start, pulling the plug. How do I release this habit? How do I release this mindset? How do I release this fear? Whatever these things are that's keeping you from your goal, this is your signal that it's time to release it so that you can start something new. Hey, son, I was just talking about you, Frankie. How you doing? That's my son, y'all. My non-vaginal son, as he calls me. So let's get rid of this is so funny because normally this is a magnificent manifestation month is December. And this is where we start to transition out of 2022 and leaving back behind the things that don't work for us so that when we get in 2023, we're not the ones that's talking about some new me on January 1st. And then January 5th, we back doing the same shit we was doing that wasn't helping us in 2022. So we need to be intentional about closing those doors. And this is your call. So December 1st is this week. This is the month that we start that assessment. I'm over here burping, sorry. Hey, Frankie, I'm so glad you so magical. So magical. Of course, my son gonna be magical. What you know? Anyway, okay, y'all. That is our Spiritual Tools Tuesday. Thank you for coming. I will see you on Sunday for Sunday check-in at 7 o'clock on Central Time. And we will see each other briefly on Friday for Friday Fun Day. I am working on my knee, y'all. I'm gonna be back dancing pretty soon. I got me a little personal trainer, and he be like, "Okay, do 5 more of them." I'll be like, I can't." He be like, "Yes, you can." He's so sweet. "Yes, you can. You can do it." It'd be like 75-pound weights, and he'd be so cute, like Mr. Patterson. "Here, come on, hold it. Okay, now do 8 of these." I'll be like, security. But my knee is getting stronger, so here we go. About to do some dances on Friday. Not this Friday, I don't think, but we'll see. Anyway, I will talk to y'all soon. Peace. Okay, who going first? Bye, Amma. Bye, Instagram.